Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we're back in the last chapter of this month's event quest, where the new Peni Parker is the boss. It's got some nodes on here that are useful, and some not so much. So stun vulnerability, get extra damage while they're stunned. Small arms, you do basically one heavy attack, and your subsequent heavy attacks are pretty much gimped and not going to do a lot of damage. Nerves of Steel, every 6 seconds and get a passive armor up. It's going to reduce the damage, but you can tap into the block to remove those, and then use it or lose it. Basically, you're going to gain a bar of power. You have a few seconds, I think it was 6 or 8 seconds to use that bar, or otherwise you're going to get power drained, which you do not want to get power drained on this champion because you will get damage back. And then Kinetic Transference, which block hits are going to give Peni some extra power. So, you know, before going into this, I looked up at a few videos of other guys doing this fight. I only have Venom at rank 4, and I said, yeah, he should do. So you see those pink charges, they look like the Captain America kinetic glancing charges, whatever those are called. Basically, you want to hit into the block and knock those off, and then once that is off, you're pretty much free game to just go to town on this guy. Well, I guess a guy and a gal, a robot and Peni. And you know, you can get some really solid damage when Peni is stunned with the stun vulnerability, and then when that sync shield, the sync shield, when that comes back up, you just want to hit into the block to remove those charges. Because if you hit her, I think it's with 4 or 5 of those, it's 4 or 5, I can't remember the actual number, but if you hit her when she has those purple pink Spidey charges, she will auto block you, and then you will take some damage back. And it's just no good. So basically, take down that sync shield and do as much damage as possible while it's down, and then when it comes back up, hit into the block. You know, you got those armor ups that are getting built up, but that's okay because when you hit into the block, you're going to be removing those as well. And so this fight was going pretty good, and then she started to just go a little bit more aggressive. And we're trying to get out of the corner, hitting into the block. There we go, we get it. I think I get pushed back into the corner one more time, and then I get hit. But we do solo this on the first attempt, which I was happy with. I heard, you know, some people had troubles with this champ. I mean, to me, I really do think it's a pretty dirty move by Kabam that basically any type of true focus, true strike, true accuracy, you can't get past that auto block. So you have to take down that shield. Luckily, I felt like the AI was built around taking it down. I felt like she did back into the block quite a bit. And that allowed you to just kind of go to town. Peni is not bleed immune, but I think she's poison and incinerate immune. So really a good option if you ever do get this champ for hazard shift. But yeah, she's almost dead, but the window, so even on the auto block, I think, well, because Venom can, I don't know why that auto block failed, it said, possibly because Venom's under 18%. It doesn't show like the true strike thing that he gets, but yeah, I accidentally do push to special too. I just block all of that. It's a lot. I'm sure that is dexable in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to try that in Cavalier mode, but yeah, so there we go. Auto block failed. I'm not sure. Dex a little bit too early on that, on the end of that L1. But we're going to knock down that sync shield one more time, and I think we're just going to get a parry, and yeah, there we go. So, rank 4, Venom. I wish I had a 6-star. I'd take The reason why I have not ranked up Venom is because if I get a 6-star Venom, I will definitely take him to rank 2 like almost immediately. I do like Venom. I'm just trying to hold off because I feel like long term I'd rather have the 6-star ranked up and use the resources on that. But yeah, so we get it done with Venom. I know also Venompool is a great option as well. I just recently got Venompool as a 5-star for the first time ever, like last week. So he's still at rank 1, so we're not going to be using him. But yeah, we get the rewards. And I was debating on getting that Cav bundle. We know that War is coming next week, but I ended up skipping it this time around. Maybe next time. I got enough boosted stuff to get me through this next season for sure. And then, so here we go. The interesting thing is I was fighting this Peni Parker in the new arena, in that side quest arena. Oh, I just totally missed blocks coming right out the gate. But I was fighting her, I think it was with a blade, and found that danger sense. So I was like, isn't Peni Parker a hero? She is a hero, and she's a villain. I don't know the background behind that, but I just figured, you know, good old trusty Blade, he should be able to just wreck this champ with no problem. And the nice thing is, danger sense is active. It does, you know, reduce a lot of the abilities, and the bleed is good. I mean, look at that, 400 a tick, and you can regen. So even though I did get whacked in the face starting out the fight, you know, you can regen back up all the way back up to 70%. And yeah, Blade, he's, you know, it's been a while since I've used Blade, but man, he is still a great champ. He allows for mistakes, and his damage is solid. I can't wait till he gets added into the 6-star pool. He's still a great champ. Just kind of fell out of the meta, but if you have him, he is a great option for Peni Parker. Put on Ghost Rider and Sparky on the team, and he can just light it up. So we do get a clean. Well, I don't know that it's clean, but after I got smacked in the face right out of the gate, I got a pretty clean solo. You do get that debuff that drains your power, and I can't remember how many of the Spidey charges that Peni Parker has to have. But after, I think it's something over 10, maybe 14, 15. After she launches the special one, she gets that debuff that drains your power, and because you're getting drained, you take some damage. And yeah, with like Venom, the reason why we didn't see that damage is because he can't be power drained by a tech champion. So yeah, but Blade getting the job done. I do have max deep wounds and a lot of parries, a lot of L1 bleeds, decent damage, only 34 hits, and we take down the Cavalier Peni Parker without too much trouble. So yeah, good old trusty Blade, and it does complete one of the objectives, the one classy shot to get him with a skill or a mutant. Yeah, so we're gonna collect that and move on. So I go in with this next one using some mutants. So if you know my account, my best Magneto is this stinking 4-star. I've been trying for so many crystals to get this 5-star Magneto. Would love a 6-star. So I was trying to go in. This definitely can work. I think with Magneto, it would be beneficial if you also do have max pacify, because there's a few times here where I do a heavy and I'm gonna get power drained, and it's gonna take quite a significant amount of damage as a 4-star. Now I was thinking I could build up to a special 3, but I know I can get power drained, and so I tried to do a special 2 with a decent amount of prowess, And you know, it did a fair chunk of damage, but you don't get all those bleeds and stuff that the special 3 does. And I don't know, I probably should have just been patient and tried to risk it, but I know I could get power drained. There I did get auto blocked, and I got drained there on the heavy. I got drained, so I'm taking some damage, and I was like, ugh. So I think on this next heavy, we launch a special 2, I think. And the AI was not being super cooperative. Yeah, with trying to line up the special 2 with her sync shield down. I think here I'm gonna go for it. I think. No, I'm gonna bait the special 1. I felt like I just couldn't get into a rhythm where I could get the prowess and be at the right amount of power, because I didn't want to push her to a special 2, because I just felt like that would just kill me. And yeah, let's see what we get. Here we go. Another one. And light it off. Decent damage, but I probably should have got to L3 and thrown that. So, but we are going to end up dying. So my 4-star just doesn't do it. I don't think I take any hits. I just take the power drain damage. Try to get around that, but it just, yeah, didn't work. Didn't work. I think I'm going to get power drained here in just a second. Trying to build up some prowess. I don't think I'd launch another special 2. I get power drained right there. She got her sync shield back up. And there I get power drained from the special 1. Dead. Dead. So, you know, he did a decent job. 200k of the 300. But, yeah. I know he can do it. I've seen some others do it. So I went in with Archangel, and because I know that she bleeds, but I did forget at this point that she was poison immune, and so I was like, oh crap, I can't convert any poisons into neuros, and I was just hoping that Archangel would do enough damage, and he just doesn't quite cut it. I get power drained quite a bit. I don't know, if I would have thrown special 1s, I would like to get to a special 2. That's going to get you a little bit more damage, but like bleed wise, just wasn't enough. And you know, she only had, you know, about 30% left of health, and you know, with the small arms, the heavy damage is not great. You can see one of those bleeds going for 400, but then a lot of other bleeds are going for 828. So yeah, if they were all going for 400, then that would be nice, but not quite. And we're just gonna try to finish this off, but I think I end up getting power drained and taking that damage back and dying with just a little bit of health left. And I think we're gonna go back in with Kingpin and just kind of belly bump her over. But yeah, Magneto could definitely work as a mutant option. I mean, I already got the skill objective completed with Blade, but I mean, if you have Magneto, most people do, you should be good. But yeah, that power burn, man, it's not a lot of damage, but it's pretty consistent, and it's gonna do a ton. And there we go, we end up dying. But yeah, so we're gonna move on. Finish this gal off with Kingpin. I think we just do like a couple of heavies and she's gonna be dead. I did have Venom on the team as like a backup option. And by the way, Hulkbuster is the man for the map. He does so good. He pretty much cleared the whole entire map for me. Yeah, he's really solid. Lots of heavy with shocks, and the furies that he gets them really fast, and the damage is really solid. So we're gonna finish Penny off with Kingpin and get our third kill. And yeah, Magneto can work. Just hopefully you have a stronger one than a 4-star. And then next up, we're gonna go back to another trusty champ. We're gonna go in with Corvus Glaive. So Corvus, the path that I took, I think I got the charges on Nightcrawler and Rocket. So I got 3 charges, which I thought would be enough to kill her through one cycle, but it's not quite enough. You know, the heavy did okay damage, but the small arms is gonna make that gimped. It's nice though that Corvus, when he hits into that sync shield, man, he just decimates it. It goes down in like 2 or 3 hits, which is super nice. You don't have to hit into the block a lot. It's ideal if you do most of your hits while Penny is stunned. You can see that when she's gonna get stunned here in a minute, and I do a medium, it's for 15k. And yeah, watch this. Parry, so 6k is for a regular medium, but 15k, and you can get 2 of them off while under the stun. I probably should have done more of those and just kind of played a little bit slower, and that would have probably gotten her down with 1 set of charges, but I end up using all of my charges, getting a little bit of that power drain on me, taking some consistent, it's a lot of, you know, it's a little bit of damage, but man, it's a lot over the course of that uptime of that debuff. So now the glaive is gone. I can die, which I'm not going to, but we're just gonna try to get back through this while the glaive is gone. Try to get that recharged, and then we'll finish her off. And then again, when she's got that sync shield up, hit into the block, hit into the block, hit into the block. It's kind of a weird fighting strategy, but it's really the only way to get around that, get around the auto block, the power drain, and Corvus is gonna do his thing. And I don't run suicides with Corvus, never really have. I don't really ever run suicides, but that definitely would have helped, you know. But the rank 5, he can do this. Definitely if you played a little bit slower with the heavies, or not the heavies, the parry, and then just the mediums, would have done plenty of damage, because you got 20 charges times 15. What is that? Times 15k. That's 300,000. So plus a few lights in there, it would have been enough to kill her, especially with a special or 2. And yeah, there we go. We get him down. Next up, so on this one, I thought I'd try Sentinel. Got a guy in my battle group, Wear Him. He is amazing with Sentinel, loves him. And so I thought I'd just give him a try. This is my 6-star Unawakened Sentinel, so I'm not going to get extra analysis from the specials, but I figured since you had to hit into the block a lot, he would be a pretty decent champ to try. Now I should have saved the first heavy after I had gotten full analysis, so I can get the most bang out of my buck for that shock that gets put on. but I think I do it pretty early on, which is a mistake. And I was kind of disappointed at the shock damage. So that one goes for $7.99, but it's pretty quick. You know, it only took off like 5%, but then that one goes for $2.02, and it just keeps getting less and less. So had I been at full analysis, it would have got a little bit more damage. It wouldn't have been, I don't know, wouldn't have made that much of a difference. But with the power drain and stuff, I didn't ever get to a special 2, but the special 2 has Incinerates, which she is immune to poison and incinerate. So, you know, I was just basically trying to get to a special 1 while the sync shield was down. I throw it, get the armor breaks on, and try to get some damage, but it just, you know, it just wasn't all that good. So that one goes for 178 a tick. So the damage just really isn't here with Sentinel, and the power drains is what kills me at the end of this fight. I don't think I took any hits, but I think I only got like 60% health. So yeah, not an ideal option. I mean, if you're going with like a team effort, Sentinel can definitely put in some damage, but I don't know, I don't see a great way to solo this fight with Sentinel. Maybe a rank 3 would make a difference, but like once she starts getting those power burns on you, they do a lot of damage, and you can't really get to special 3. Don't really see how you can reliably get to special 2 without getting drained. And you're just gonna see, I'm just gonna start melting. It's kind of interesting that power drain, it was only going for like one damage when all the other ones were going for like 94. I don't know if that had to do, you know, I'm not totally well versed with Sentinel. Maybe he has some ability accuracy or something that would help prevent that. But there you go. Again, 90 something damage a tick, and there's a whole bunch of them. It's just like constant drains. So I'll let this play out, but I end up dying from the power drains, and we bring in Punisher 2099 to finish up. See, that's interesting. That one was for 23 damage, so I don't know what's causing the difference. Maybe I should read into his abilities. Let's see, if I go to Aunt May really quick, Champions, Tech, Sentinel, where are you at? There he is. And analysis complete. I don't know, I don't see anything offhand, but yeah, we do end up dying from, see, that one's going for the full damage, 94 a tick. I don't see anything where it would say he would have some type of resistance. When he's at full analysis, he's got less cost on his special attacks, he's got an armor rating increase, critical resistance, attack rating. Yeah, I don't see anything, but anyways, we're about to die right there. Look at that. Draining away. And what, do we only get about half? Yeah, we only got about half, which is about 150k damage on this Peni Parker. Yeah, I thought he was gonna do better than he did. Oh, I do push her to special 2, and we block it, and we die. That's a tough special 2. I'd like to see somebody evade that. Daredevil could do it. Yeah, so we're gonna go in with Punisher 2099. We're gonna get into overdrive, and it's gonna help prevent Penny get her combat power gain, and she's not gonna throw too many specials. But we're gonna get some decent damage. We're gonna do the other half of of the damage that was needed. And Punisher 2099 in Overdrive does some solid damage. You can see I'm doing a lot of parries and then like double mediums, trying to get some good crits and stuff underneath the stun. And I do have max Petrify, so even though it's got Kinetic, it's giving her some power, while under the stun, pretty much give her no power in Overdrive. So it's pretty nice. Minimize the number of specials that are thrown so she can't build up those Spidey charges. And while in Overdrive, Punisher does do some significant damage to that shield. The sync shield can take it down pretty quick without too many hits into the block, which is nice. But yeah, he does the job. He definitely, Punisher 2099 definitely can solo this. Yeah, just one more tap, come on. Tapping into that shield, a bunch of zeros. Gotta hit it one more time. There we go, and we just need a stun or a hit. Boom, heavy, dead. Alright, so we got a little tag team there, and then these last couple I do get the solos on. We have the Science Mystic objective to do, and we just finished War and AQ, so I had my Human Torch available because he was in AQ doing some business for the White Mags this week in map 7, and we just put on pre-fight, and this is a torch is an excellent option for this one. You know, you can kind of just go medium, light, medium, do a heavy, whatever, keep some of the temperature up at the beginning before she gets any of those Spidey charges. And yeah, he nukes her down. She melts. And you know, when you put some of those Incinerates on, the Nova Flames on while under the stun, lots of good big damage to go along with it. If you were to push her to a special 2 and you block that, I believe those are energy. I'm not 100% certain. I don't know if it would build up some smolder or not. I did bring Thing on the team to help with the 2 extra smolders to start, and then it's a longer time for the temperature to fall off when you do get it. But yeah, you want to get a lot of parry, medium, light, mediums, heavies. I gotta throw off that special. We don't want to get power drained. But yeah, the damage while under the stun for those Incinerates are great. Now we're getting power drained, getting auto blocked. Gotta take down that sync shield again, but we've already taken half and 17 hits, so 150k damage ish and 17 hits, which is pretty solid. And she's gonna go down pretty quick. Just gotta get that sync shield, gotta hit into that block, which is really annoying. Like I could see her being super annoying on like a oscillate node, be super annoying on strike counter combat power rate, where if you don't manage your combo, you're gonna get power drained with those suppressions, and that's gonna basically do damage the whole time. Probably would want to bring Venom for such a fight, but yeah, a couple more hits, 34 hits, yep, 34 hits, 17 on the first half, 17 on the back half. Take her down, no hits received. Pretty clean solo there, pretty easy, pretty quick. Yeah, Torch doing Torch things. He pretty much can melt most champs without any problem. And that does complete the Science Mystic objective, so we're going to collect those digital snapshots, and then last up we're going up against Peni Parker with Guillotine 2099. So I think I got her ramped up on Storm, which was like the first fight. Pretty easy fight to deal with the specials, even though she wasn't getting the shocks and stuff to deal with the unblockable on the map, but got her charged up, and we're gonna get some heavies in to make sure we got some protection. I initially was planning on putting on one, at least one of her charges to do the power drains, but I forgot. And so we're going in here with both our digital souls. Technically, not the best idea. I mean, you can get heal blocked, and I can't remember exactly when the heal block comes into play. I think it's when you get to looks like when you get to a bar of power, or 2 bars or whatever, but technically the regen could get blocked. That would be bad if you were to get down to low health. But I was planning on putting on at least the power burn, so that can kind of keep her power in check with the medium attacks, but I forgot about that. But we're just going to knock down that shield. The energy damage that you get from being at 100 plus combo is more than enough to take Peni down pretty easily, pretty quick. Just gotta get that sync shield down, which is super annoying because there's really no other way around it than tapping into the block right now. Maybe there'll be a champ someday that can bypass that somehow. Something that isn't true strike, that isn't true accuracy, that isn't true focus, that can bypass that auto block. But yeah, we're gonna throw some special ones. Just kind of go to town, drain her power a little bit. Don't let her get to special 2. Sync shield comes back up, hit to the block. So kind of annoying fight to do, but it's not the most difficult. So if you just bring somebody that can do some good damage, you got somebody that can do some solid damage on while under the stun, that isn't necessarily tied to a heavy attack, that's probably most ideal to use, because your heavy attacks get gimped really quick with the node that it's got. What is that? The small arms. But yeah, Guillotine 2099 does her thing. The damage is just getting nutty. I think we only have to do like 50 hits and she's gonna go down. But yeah, let me know who you guys used. Did you have a difficult time on this fight? Did you have somebody else that was pretty solid to use for this fight? I would have loved to use Venom and Venompool. Maybe I'll get him ranked up to like rank 4 with some gems or something. But yeah, that's gonna be all for today. That's all of EQ. I'm gonna be busting out the rest of it. Make sure that when you're going through the event quest this month that you do take down Peni and Spidey 2099 with the various classes, so that you get the cartridges, the little side event stuff. You don't want to actually miss doing it with a specific class and then miss out on and having to go and redo a path just to get those side event digital snapshot cards. So there we go. Get all the nice juicy rewards from Cavalier, tier 2 alpha, tier 5 basic, 6-star 6 stones, the Nexus tier 5 CC. I ended up getting a chunk of, I think it was Cosmic. I'm really close to forming my next Cosmic T5 CC, which would be sweet. Would love to use it on Corvus if I can get him awakened. But yeah, there's my prestige 13,176. We get those 10 signature crystals. I got four Cosmic, which is great for Surfer, but I'm at 180 right now with Surfer, so I'm going to hold on to those until I get 20, in case I not accidentally, but in case I do open up a Silver Surfer and max them out. I want those crystals to count. But there, we're putting them all in there. We go up to 13,189. Thanks for watching, fellas, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.